Thank YouTube. In the doctor's office because my daughter is getting her transfusion. So, I just want to discuss, does YouTube only care about YouTube? And is it really that easy to make it? I'm Honey, and I consider myself to be a small creator, just starting out. And what I've come to find from doing research is that YouTube only cares about YouTube. Anything that you could say about YouTube, anything that you could tell them about YouTube, tell the people about YouTube, put on your video about YouTube is A1 and will get you where you need to go. But is it that easy? Is it really that simple just to talk about YouTube? And then you hear that YouTube is on easy mode. Now, granted, I will say finding out that you don't have to edit your videos as much, like to do all the graphics and everything, of course, that's still amazing, don't get me wrong. But to find that out was amazing for me because the editing part is like, I could definitely do without that. But even though I do try and test some things, especially if you don't know how far it's going to go and if this is going to pick up momentum, you don't necessarily want to be putting extra money into getting, extra equipment or paying fees and for services, like editing software and things like that, especially if you don't know if it's going to make it anywhere. So you just feel like you're wasting money. And to be honest, a lot of us starting out don't have money like that to begin with anyway. So I think that should be like a progressionary thing. So that part was super cool. Is that the part that makes it on easy mode because we don't have to do as much editing to our videos as they once did. I will tell you that was one of my deterrents from getting on here because I'm like, I don't know how to edit. I don't know anything about software. I don't know anything about cutting up videos and chopping them up and putting in like music and noise and sounds and like all that stuff, and looking it up, that software can get pretty expensive. And also, if y'all don't know, I'm unemployed, so that's definitely not something that I can afford right now. So I'm happy to know that I actually have a camera. So before I had like a really crappy phone, I do feel like now my phone is better to record on, which gives me a little better quality. So that helps, but definitely not the editing software. And then, like I said, just being able to be really you, which was my point, to be real, raw, and uncut. So I don't really want a whole bunch of editing. I want to look real. I want you guys to see the real deal me and my real life and the things that I'm going through and my struggles or just my life in general. But they're saying that you guys don't care about me. And honestly, I guess that's fair because you don't know me to care about me. You don't know me to care about my life and my situation and that I'm unemployed or what got me here, what I'm gonna do tomorrow, and what I think about when I wake up and and all those things. Plus, my general life is just not that exciting. It's so like blah. One thing I do know is that Dub is hilarious. Like, if you've seen any of our videos thus far, Dub is hilarious. And so, he's definitely funnier than he thinks he is, at least to me. And that's helpful. Like, even the videos that I put together with him on them, he cracks me up. Like, literally, I'm laughing all the time. But that's also something that you guys don't care about right now. You don't care about me. You don't care about him. You don't care about us. So where does that leave me? That leaves me talking about YouTube. But my other question is, if we talk about YouTube and you don't know anything about YouTube, how do you talk about YouTube? It's like that endless cycle with like school. Like, okay, so I need to get a job. And then it's like, oh, I can't get a job till I get experience. Oh, and then I need to get experience. I need to get a job to get experience. Or I need a degree, but I gotta go to school to get a degree, and then I got the degree, now I got experience to get a job, but I got a job to get experience. It's just like this whole circle, and I feel like that's kind of like the loop of YouTube, especially as like a new, small, upcoming creator. Now, of course, do I feel like my life has value? Yes, of course I do. I mean, I think nine times out of 10, like we all think that our lives have value, and eventually one day, when people get to know me and get invested in me, they will see the value that I bring. But until then, like I said, nobody knows me, so nobody cares. But I just feel like the loop is just going to be hard to get into. So, what do I know about YouTube so far? What I've learned so far, just from strategizing and researching. Again, YouTube doesn't care about you. YouTube only cares about YouTube. And supposedly it's easy. Is that true? I don't know. But let's find out together. We're almost here. We're almost done here today. So we got about like 35 to 45 minutes left before we can leave and go home. It's been a really, really long day. My daughter unfortunately had to suffer a little bit with this transfusion. Feel really, really bad for her because the things that she's going through are things, like I said, that I've never gone through. So it's really, really hard to watch. Plus, it's hard to see when your child is suffering anyway. So I'm really going to be glad when this day is over so I can get her home and out of this situation. But just something that was crossing my mind, watching videos, of course, and learning what I'm learning. Just see what it comes out to be. So, like I said, we'll see. Let's see together, and let's get this money.